We're going final and being fantasy here on My Sketchy Habit. Hello, welcome. We're going to be drawing a Death Eye today. We're getting right into the drawing because that's super fun and cool. Now, a Death Eye has really two words of information for me. As someone who's never really played a Final Fantasy game, never really gotten into it, Death and Eye, which means that I needed to draw something of a scary eye thing. And so you can see I started really focusing in on that eye property. It's a fantastic little start. It sort of reminds me of the, what are those guys in Zelda called? The ones who like spin around and like, I don't remember what they're called. Let me know if you remember what they are. And so we sort of started with that base, but I wanted them to have a little bit more creepiness. So I went with these sort of bug legs, like so it's sort of like a creepy crawly bug with an eyeball on top. And obviously it causes death, hence the name Death Eye. And yeah, I really like the way this started off, and we're going to keep trying to make this work. One of the fun things about this drawing was working on the perspective on these legs. So you can see here that we are going to have multiple legs coming in every direction, and trying to get the sort of angles right on that so that it reads as if one leg is forward, a couple legs are on the side, and one's coming out the back. It's a really fun challenge to work on with foreshortening and the like. And I think this is one of the times that I actually managed to do it in a decent amount of time. It just, you know, doesn't always work out quite so well. By the way, my name is Patrick. I'm an artist, and this is, of course, My Sketchy Habit, where we draw every day and we don't have to be ashamed. That's right. We are an art positive community here on the internet. We have a Discord called the Doodle Croodle, and I love to share your art and be art positive. Join if you would like. We would love to see that. We're a growing community, and yeah, we share your art at the end of the video. So if you have art you want to share, whether it's related or not, we would love to see it. Getting back to our drawing here, you can see we're getting the last of these legs in here. I think this is the last of them. We went with 5 legs. It's an interesting choice for number of legs. Maybe there's another one. Make it more bug-like to have 6. But no, doesn't look like there is. We're going to get this eye in here, and, you know, I think we've got the basics of our sketch. So we'll add a little bit more detail, and it'll be time for game time. Roll up your sleeves, because it's time for... It's game time! That's right, we're going to play a little game called Guess the Image, and it's up to you to guess the image. Good luck! And we're back with our line art. Now, this sketch, I think, is actually a pretty solid sketch, so there's not a lot to be done. We're just going to be adding extra details to this figure as time goes on. So you'll see we got a few of these like wrinkly lines around the eyelid space. I don't know if this eye blinks. Do you think it blinks? It might. It might be really gross when it does. And yeah, we're going to be building these legs. You'll see I'm making the front bit of the leg have a little bit more sort of bladey, buggy, tendrily things to it, just to make it a little bit more dangerous. And yeah, we'll get all the legs on here, and I think we'll have the basics of our line art pretty much set in stone. We're not far from an actual Death Eye now that I've looked up one, but we'll be back with some color in just a second. It's time for the dad joke, bad joke. That's right, my dad sends me a joke every single day in WhatsApp, and I collect them up to give them back to you. And today we've got a fantasy joke a la Final Fantasy, but of course it's going to be other things too. What is the best class for giving hickeys? What's the best D&D class for giving hickeys? the Necromancer. Necromancer. What's the best D&D class for giving hickeys? The Necromancer. That's the dad joke, bad joke. Let's get back to the art. So we're getting some color on here. I thought it would be fun to go with a purple to start with. And then I realized that part of the fun of this kind of challenge is actually taking the time to figure out what the colors of the original is after I've taken a look at it and then color it appropriately. So I actually recolor this to colors that match the Death Eye as I discovered it eventually was. But this is a great place to start. You'll see here I put a bunch of dark shadow lines in black in and around the inside of this figure. So we're going to be suggesting that there is light around it and then shadow in the middle. With these flat colors in here, we're able to come through and start working on those colors. You'll see the shadow dropping in here any second now. Maybe. There it is. We're just using a multiply layer with a purple, just to darken the purple that we already have. And you can see here that when it's filled in, we get a really good sense of the color of the shadow. We're also going to give this a hit of highlights. And then, yeah, we're going to change it to green. But rather than get you to sit here and wait till green arrives, why don't we just head over to the final reveal? And that is our lovely Death Eye coming at you here with his wonderful eye and hints of death. We weren't too far off the original one, which isn't too bad. But yeah, it's a little bit off. I like the darkness that I took with this character. They seem like a very evil being. Yeah, I really enjoyed drawing it. We have 4 more coming up this week. I cannot wait to show them to you. We're going to add this to one big image for all 5 pictures this week. It's going to be great. Speaking of great, we have an art gallery where I love to share your art. We have a Discord where you can share your art. It's called the Doodle Croodle. Come join the Doodle Croodle. Show us what you can doodle do. And we have a list of inspirations there for every day to help you create and make and do stuff. And this month our theme is video games. And the inspiration over the weekend, one of them was armor. So I drew this fantastic little armor piece. Armor is always hard to draw, but this is what I drew, and I'm happy with it because I tried. But you can try too. We have a new word for today, and that word's going to be boots. That's right, it's boots. We got the armor, now it's time to get the boots, which is sort of armor anyways. Anyways, the word is boots. Let's see what you come up with. Share them in the Discord. Join the Doodle Croodle, an art positive community here on the internet. For now, we've arrived at the end of our video, and all that remains is for us to say the thing we always say, which is the one rule of My Sketchy Habit, which is really our sketchy habit, which is this: don't tell anyone about our sketchy habit. That's between you and me. All right, till next time, keep being awesome. Bye!